We're going.
Oh.
We're
All right.
going, baby. Now, this is the camera right here. Here we go.
So you gotta wait for the red light?
No, there's no red light. I push the red buttons when we're done.
Oh.
But why don't I start right now and talk a little bit about where you're at. You're here with Omaha Sips and Tips. I'm Sean Lee, Nebraska Realty. I'm a full-time realtor, and let me give you a first tip right off the bat before we go anywhere else. It's going to be a crazy market again here in Omaha Metro. So if you're selling your home, use an agent, interview a couple different agents, and you know what? If you know an agent, give them a call. See what they could do for you. If you're a buyer, you definitely need to use an agent, okay? On for sale by owners and with builders, you definitely need an agent, especially in this market. It's crazy out there. So those are my 2 tips for you so far today. But here, let me introduce to you a friend of mine, Justin Gomes, who's a home inspector. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself.
My name is Justin Gomes. I am a home inspector with National Property Inspections. Been doing it for close to a little over 6 years. It's been a fantastic career for me and a fun thing to be able to help buyers, alleviate any kind of pressures they have within their home buying experience. And
basically, you like whiskey.
I do like whiskey.
I mean, you like whiskey. That's why you're on the show today.
Do you want a quick story?
Yeah, give a quick story, a whiskey story. You know what?
It's my quick whiskey story.
Before we get on this, I'm going to put the ice cubes in here because I was so disrespectful the last time with another whiskey. I got these glasses made, and you can check this out. Sean Lee, Nebraska Realty. And I've got some fantastic cubes. But go ahead, tell me the story while I grab these great cubes for us.
I was probably 4 or 5 years old, going on hunting trips with my dad, and he would have little whiskey in his little flask, and he would.
Flash stories. I don't know if they're.
I'm just saying. This is
okay.
And he would like, hey, if you see a deer, you get to have a sip of whiskey. However, he didn't give us a sip of whiskey. Just to be fair, we did not drink whiskey at that age, but we would like taste the very tip of the rim of the bottle.
Okay.
And this might be where my love of whiskey came from. Is my brother and I, we'd be sitting there in the front of the truck with my dad saying, "Mo Wiki, Dad, Mo Wiki."
Well,
so there you go.
I don't know if we're going to be saying that today, but we're going to give it a shot. Mo Whiskey. Hopefully, your dad doesn't get tracked down in Oregon where he lives by the. Okay, no.
No.
We're not going to do that.
No.
Check this out. I just bought these. You can see them, little sphere bowls. That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It does. I'm ready.
You're ready. Just forget it. Well, let me give a little brief description. Why don't you get this ready while I give a little brief description? There's Wahoo Whiskey right here in Wahoo, Nebraska. This is not a paid advertisement. We're just trying this whiskey. We're going to taste it, and we're going to get to know each other a little bit. And that's about. Well, that looks like a lot of whiskey.
That's not a lot. That's just a little taste.
Listen, this is the original Wahoo Whiskey, and it looks like I've got batch number 2, bottle 291. This seems like a collector's edition. 100% corn whiskey made from the corn, grown right there in Wahoo. Corn right from Wahoo, not too far from the building where they're putting this stuff together. So we're going to give this stuff a taste, and we're going to just chit-chat a little bit about just kind of business and life. But let's take a little sip and check this stuff out. This is a cool bottle, right? I mean, it's cool colors. It looks cool. Well, you mentioned the handwriting.
Yeah, it's handwritten. Yeah.
The color, it says, that's nice. It's very cool. It's very cool. I have so many of these. I don't drink hard alcohol. You already know that.
Yeah, I know that.
But I've got so many of these things rolling. It says it's going to be spicy with hints of strawberries.
Strawberries?
Let's try it out. I'm just saying.
First time I ever heard about strawberries being in whiskey.
Hey, let's try it. Sean Lee. Nebraska Realty. Check that out.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh. Little, is that smoky? Is that what you? There's a little bit of a vibe. You like that? That's good, right?
I think it's fantastic.
Really? Normally I'm going to ask for a score. Well, let's go over it at the end. If we get too crazy.
No, it doesn't hurt.
Very smooth.
Yes.
I was telling on my last couple shows.
Nothing that sticks to you aftertaste. I mean, it's
a smooth Wahoo whiskey. Wow. Okay. If we get too crazy while we're doing this show, I mean, we might have to edit some stuff out.
Make sure that's not down here.
I feel like the whiskey was poured quite a bit. If it gets down here, someone call us an Uber. All right. So hey, you know what? The real estate market's crazy.
Yeah.
What are you seeing as far as your business? You've been doing this 6-7 years, whatever it is, with NPI.
Yeah.
National Property Inspectors inspections. What are you seeing? Tell me what you got going.
Well, when I first started, I mean, the market was phenomenal. Sean will probably tell you that as far as inspections. I mean, everybody's doing inspections, just kind of a normal deal. Nobody wants to hear the C word, the COVID word of things changing. However, it did change, and the market changed, and inspections started like dropping off some. We are fortunate enough to be a company that withstood kind of that downfall and stuff, and we're continue to keep trucking and serving our clients as best we can. And so we're still going. So yeah, you got
two guys, the owners.
Yep. So we have Daryl Wilkin and Andy Smith, the owners of National Property Inspections. I'm an employee.
And those guys ain't right.
No, they're not. They're fantastic individuals. I mean, they are just the same as, we try to pride ourselves as taking care of the clients, trying to make it a non-stressful situation for anybody who's, doing the home buying process, the inspection process, and all that stuff. We're there just to give the information on a home and what it is that those buyers want to do.
It is crazy because we do see, especially with this market the way we're at right now, that we do see a lot of people having to waive, if it's under $300,000, even starting this year, I see people, you have to waive that home inspection. I always say, I would not waive a home inspection. But in this crazy market that we have, sometimes you're going to have to waive a home inspection. And if you do get one, that's great, and you should. What exactly do you do in a home inspection? Tell some people So that would be tip number one from Justin. One, get a home inspection. Okay, so we got that done. But tell me what that entails, a home inspection.
I mean, a home inspection, it's going to have we do exterior, interior, structural, mechanical. So it lasts about 3 to 3.5 hours for the inspection. We're going to take, look at all the exterior components of a home, so the structural parts as far as the exterior walls, roof, foundation. We're going to check the exterior flat work as far as concrete around the house, so sidewalks, driveway, patios, construction, safety, the deck.
And you do crawl spaces too, don't you love getting them?
Oh, I love crawl spaces.
Yeah.
I just did one the other day. There was more cobwebs in there than you could shake a stick at.
I don't know if I could do that. You ever find any nasty creatures in there?
I have.
Yikes.
Yeah, so I left.
Huh. And you get up on the roof, don't you?
Yep. Get on the roof? We'll get on the roof as long as it's safe for us to get on the roof. I mean, if there's snow, we're not getting on the roof.
Mm-hmm.
If it's too steep, we're not going to get on the roof. But we will visualize. It's a visual inspection, so we'll do it. We'll get on the ladders and eaves, or we'll do from the ground, and we have binoculars to make sure we can check.
Now I know that, and I've used you for home inspections before, but you also got that fancy camera, right? You could shoot in the corners, and you could see, temperature changes, right? Which can tell you.
Yeah. So we do the thermal imaging, no additional cost. It's just part of the inspection.
Okay.
So we go there and we're checking for cold spots or possible moisture. We'll check for as far as the electrical to see if anything's like overheating or too hot, stuff like that.
Holy smokes! All right. So there's a lot of that stuff, and then you do a walkthrough at the end.
Yep.
But I mean, typically. That home inspection has to be done within 10 days, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you normally get that to them, the same
day.
Same day?
Yeah.
What are the stuff?
That evening.
That evening, with the pictures, you take pictures.
Full
and
report
stuff.
will be emailed that evening.
Yeah,
and we also do a summary, so it takes out all the kind of the components that people really want to know about, safety concerns or deficient things or things that maybe need to take care of in the future. So that'll be separated out in a separate summary.
Let's say you don't get a home inspection because it looks like it's going to be that kind of market again for people. Let's say you don't get a home inspection. What would you tell people to do, right? Like I know in new construction, you would say, hey, we can do an 11-month, before people's warranty is up on new construction. But, people should probably get one right when they're done.
So yeah, we call them like post inspections.
Okay.
So, you purchase the house and you're already moved in and you want to have an inspection just for us to come through and give you the information so you know what may or may not need to be taken care of now or in the future.
Okay.
So, yeah, but
that's good.
If you can get a inspection prior to closing and all that stuff, I think it's highly beneficial.
It's the best.
And it benefits the buyer. It benefits the real estate agent, just to take that stress off of them of what can come down in the future. So it's not been taken care of prior to moving in.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we got interest rates near, between 6.5%, 7.5%. I mean, we've got a lot of, we need more houses. So that's a crazy thing about it. And now, let's say you do get a home.
Yeah.
You don't get a home inspection, but there is another way that people could use you, NPI.
Okay.
What is it? You do termite inspections, don't you? Tell me all these.
So, I mean, even through the whole inspection process. So we'll do radon testing. We can do mold testing.
Okay.
We do sewer scopes, so like older houses and stuff, so we can get sewer scopes set up for those to be completed, prior to the inspection completed.
I think one thing that's pretty interesting that you told me one time, you was doing a home inspection and you turn all the water on or you fill up all the tubs and sinks, right?
So we run water 20 or 30 minutes, fill up all the tubs at the same time, and then fill up the tubs to the overflow drain. Okay. And then let everything drain at the same time.
And sometimes they overflow, right?
Yes.
I mean, because people didn't use the right type of...
Or, the plumbing sizes aren't properly. Older homes, you may have clogs or whatever that in, your main drain where things start backing up and all that stuff. So we want to make sure that things are flowing properly so when you get into that house, you can use your plumbing.
Smokes. Okay, yeah, I remember.
So yes, I did have a house that I was upstairs and running all the water, and next thing you know, I could hear something downstairs, and water's coming up from a toilet on the bottom level, and so.
Is that right?
Turn off all the water and start cleaning up stuff. It was fun.
That was wild. You run into any crazy? You got any crazy stories from home inspection? People like to hear crazy stories.
Well, I have crazy stories, but maybe.
We can't do them on TV.
I don't know if we can
I tried to I've tried to get somebody to hypnotize me on the show.
I can tell you this. Here's this is not a crazy story, but just something. So people say they're getting a new construction. Oh, I don't need to have a inspection because it's a brand new house, right? So we've had stories that we go in a house and there's no insulation in the attic.
Just from I could see that.
There's a time that I did a house and the house was built. And the front side of it had settled because they didn't pack around the foundation well enough that the windows were so pinched that you couldn't move them, and there was cracks around the windows.
On new construction?
On new construction. Huh. So the windows didn't operate. And these were vinyl windows, so it wasn't like wood windows that swelled or that stuff. It was...
Wow. Yeah. Okay. I've got some stories too. And I've told you this before, but... I went and showed a house one time. It probably wouldn't have anything to do with a home inspection. Yeah. But they had their fish tank in the tub.
Yeah.
The tub was the fish tank. Yeah. Saltwater tank. Yeah. And they had all the tubes and everything running to pumps by the sink. It was a little kind of a split level. That's a little wild.
Yeah. I mean, I have some... I got some disgusting stories, and I don't think anybody wants to hear about disgusting stories.
Disgusting. I mean, but what about wild animals? You got any, like, raccoons come after you?
I just did a house the other day that I walked into a bedroom, and they had, like, birds flying everywhere.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, it was.
Did you put that down on your report? Was it deficient?
No.
I mean, is that?
It was a clean room. It just, I mean, it was a fine room. Everything worked. There was just birds.
I'm getting a little. I mean, it's been a while, folks, since we've eaten.
What?
Well, I get. These lights are so bright. Smooth. Okay, you're a whiskey guy. You know what you need to do is you need to get a call from Wahoo Distillery so that they have you out there for a tour.
It might be. You know what they say about whiskey? You know, sometimes whiskey can burn, right?
You know what they say?
Yeah,
I got a buddy. You know what they say?
Billy Watson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it burns, it burns. If it don't burn, it don't burn.
Yeah.
You know what? There's another one. I mean, if we're doing little quips like this, you and I've got thousands of them.
Oh, yeah.
There's if it burns, it burns. If it don't burn, it don't burn.
Yeah.
Use that. You can use that in any of your little shows.
I mean, anything.
What's the other one?
Well, we have all kinds of them.
The thermos is a good one, too.
The thermos, yeah.
Let's say that one, because people maybe not have it.
You have a thermos. It's the greatest invention of all time.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yes, I do.
I want you to tell why.
It is because you put cold in it, it stays cold all day. You put hot in it, it stays hot all day.
You know what?
What?
How do it know? How does it know?
How does it know?
Son of a... We got tons of these.
Yeah, that's good.
You know what? We probably shouldn't be friends anymore.
We're good friends. We're good friends.
What else you got anything else really exciting? I mean,
exciting. I would just say, hey, you know what? If you need a home inspection, we'd love for look at national property inspections. There's 3 of us. We can make any. We try to make it happen. Scheduling is very easy. You can either give us a call. I think my number will be on the through here on the.
Yeah, we're gonna put your number. I keep saying that, so I hope whoever's doing my editing, I know who they are. So
you can put it out there.
Scott, put the
website.
Put the names where they need to go.
Website, you can schedule on the website. So NPI Omaha to schedule there.
You know what I like, and this is what I like to tell people is that, the people that are on this, that have been doing this with, they're local jokers. You can call any of these people. You're going to talk to somebody probably right off the bat.
Yeah.
You're not going to go through the rigmarole. You talk to somebody, someone's going to answer.
If you don't get an answer, it's because I'm up on a roof.
Up on a roof. Text them.
Yeah. Text me.
Is that your number?
Yeah, that's my number.
That I'm going to have?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's straight.
So your number's going. I'm going to put that on the notes. So if you get any prank calls,
no, you can call me.
Mine's probably text any of those questions, and you want people to. They could ask you questions too, just
24/7. I mean, I'm not going to answer at 3 o'clock in the morning, but I'll get it in the morning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, just
Yeah. What I mean, miss anything about NPI? I mean, you guys you're crazy dudes. I will say. First of all, because I'm going to talk a little bit about just in life in general, but those 2 jokers are that you work with, Andy and Daryl. They're like scratch golfers. Okay, let's not be.
I would say Andy more so than Daryl, but Daryl's pretty good.
Yeah, because what we do is we do golf in a tournament.
Yeah,
and I just was going to say those guys aren't. I mean,
well, Andy has his group.
Yeah.
Daryl's
unfortunately that group includes me and you.
Well, Daryl includes and so he's the one that carries us.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
So I'm basically getting the things that people like, so that people can relate.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a good golfer.
Yeah.
I just swing hard. Hopefully it goes straight.
And they don't. Well,
what are you talking about? I played really well last time.
Well, we do love golf. I got some friends, the Waste Management. Apparently, that's the place to go, Waste Management in Phoenix.
Yeah, that's not.
It's
crazy.
There's no golf fans there.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of drinking fans.
Yeah.
Huh. What else you got? You got anything else fun? I mean, you're a married dude. Yeah. You're a busy guy, always running around.
Kids? You know what?
You got a kid getting married. You got a kid that plays college baseball in Portland. You got another one plays high school basketball. You got a wife that is, at home doesn't like want to. Well, I mean, she works. She's hard work. I don't want to say where she works. If you're listening, don't bring it up.
No, she's phenomenal.
Yeah, she's pretty patient with you.
Yeah, and you.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
I would say, you know what? I'll say, you know what? Hey, one other thing that we say within our business with National Property Inspections. So, you know, I'm just saying, like, I didn't get to finish what we do, but the interior part is the structure of the interior. We do the part, you know, all the mechanical, plumbing, electrical, all that stuff. So we check all the components and operation of those. So just want to let you know. One thing as far as that's included with the inspection, no additional cost, is a program called Recall Check.
What yeah, that's a good one to bring up. Because I don't know if I'm going to cut this part out.
You might.
I'm going to leave it in for you. Go ahead, to Recall Check.
So all it is we give the model number, serial number, the appliances in the home. We send it into Recall Check. They do exactly what it states. Checked it for any recalls of your appliances. They would get an email stating whether there's any recalls on those appliances. And what you can do if there is any recalls.
Emails, That's
and it goes to the agent as well. So the agent gets that same report.
I've gotten those before. I've reached out back from a client. That's a good one to bring up.
There you go.
You brought that back up towards the end as we're winding down this little podcast that we've got going. I mean, you got anything else?
We can do this for hours.
I mean, we're going to continue on after we turn this off. We could record
part 2?
No, don't do it. People get sick of it. Anything else? You got anything that you want to promote? You guys got any, things
Here's
that
what
maybe something
if anybody, agents or clients say they've seen this podcast.
This podcast with you in it, NPI.
Yep. $50 off their inspection.
$50 off an inspection.
Yep. There you go.
I mean, that's a hell of a deal.
There you go. So if you had a $350 inspection, it'd be $300.
I mean,
I'm pretty good at math.
You're real good at math. That's real helpful. Okay, $50. Say it. You know what? I think at the end of the podcast, I'm going to have it pop up. Don't forget to mention this if you're doing a home inspection. Yeah. Any type, right? I mean, pre-inspection, after inspection, new home inspection.
Whatever. Any
Holy
inspection.
smokes.
Oh, also, just so we do commercial inspections.
Okay.
As well. So if there's any, new builds or draws or anything like that, as far as commercial. So yeah, we'll do commercial.
So if you knew a lender or somebody, so basically someone's building the business or a new home and they have to take draws, you go out and take pictures of the whole place and
verify
work's being done before they let the next money go. Okay. Yep. Wow, that's okay. Geez, you got a barrel of information.
I got all kinds.
You know what I thought was going to be real fun? I was going to put NPI on your head. What? Just in black construction paper, just so you can put it right here.
Yeah.
NPI, most people won't forget that. NPI.
Yeah. National Property Inspections. Just rolls off the tongue.
Rolls off the tongue. All right, well, tell me about this Wahoo. I really want to say, hey, I'm buying this whiskey.
It's
real good. You like it. Give me a scale of 1 to 10. What do you give this? I ask people when we walk through a home, what do you give this?
You can never give anything a 10 because then you can never, because if something's better, you always want to give that little leeway.
Right.
8.5.
Really? 8.5 on the Wahoo whiskey.
Yeah.
But
I would say it's one of the better ones I've ever had. How's that?
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I've done another one, and this is local whiskey.
Yeah.
And it was good too. And I actually had you have that. But I'll tell you what, this Wahoo whiskey, I'm going to give it an 8.5 also. But I'm not a hard alcohol drinker. But I'm going to say, it's smooth. The last whiskey story I told, I was sitting on a restaurant in Idaho, and it just blew me up. Something fierce. This is great. This is great. So I like the whiskey. So 8.5. I'm going to write that down. I don't know where it's going. Was 8.5 from Wahoo Whiskey. Love it. Really good. I think they got a bunch of other stuff too. I checked out the website. So if you're moving here to Omaha, Nebraska, you need to get a home inspection. If you can't get one, at least get one afterwards, get a visual done, see what you got going. If you're moving here to Omaha in the metro area and you're just out driving around, check out this Wahoo Whiskey Distillery. I think you can do tours there. I think I saw that on there. It'd be kind of cool. $10, 30-minute tour. a cool place just out there. I mean, I love the local stuff. And again, if anytime you see somebody here on the show, you can call them up. You're going to be able to talk with somebody right away. Feel free to text them. Also, if you get a chance, hey, subscribe, share with your friends, hit the subscribe button on the YouTube channel, and would love to see any comments at all. Try to be constructive, not too negative. But love to hear from you. Thanks again for tuning in, and have a great one. Thanks. I'm Sean Lee, Nebraska Realty.
Justin Gomes, National Property Inspections. Please look us up. Love to help you.
Take care. I do like this. It's really good.
Yeah.
What we're doing right now is just meandering and talking.
Can you add just a little? Yeah.
All right.
I mean, I'm happy with it.
Really? I do like it. I mean.